The big number is $627,528.29.
Yeah, I mean, what, you're paying $1,200 a month for a 2024 Kia Forte at 29%?
So the total I spent on DoorDash in 2024 was $6,630.92.
Okay, so today we're going to be watching some people make some really bad financial decisions, and hopefully you guys can learn from this and not make the same decisions yourself, because man, the things we're going to see in this video is going to blow your mind. It blew my mind, and hopefully somebody out there learns from it. A lot of people, they got to get that, they got to touch the hot stove. But hopefully these videos will help you not have to touch the hot stove and just know that it's hot and not do it. We got a lot of videos to get into today. It's going to be a lot of crazy videos that are going to provide a lot of value and a lot of entertainment. So, hey, so we're not here forever. Let's go and get right into this. Let's go.
So my credit score is about 550. Like I've been working on establishing it because I didn't really know much about credit until recently. So I didn't necessarily have the best score when I went to inquire about the car. So getting the car kind of taught me better ways to build my credit. I make about 32 a month, something like that.
So you see how this car, I mean, obviously you know, but it's more than a third of your income is going to this car. So I'm sure it's weighing down on you a lot. Yeah, I mean, what, you're paying $1,200 a month for a 2024 Kia Forte at 29%? That's hefty.
Yeah.
So
it is, bro.
Oh, this is just brutal. Like, are we serious, bro? We're at, like, what is this? $819 a month for a car and 29% of death. How do people sign up for this? Oh, don't forget the $450 of insurance. Let me get this straight. If my math is correct, because, you know, my math isn't always the best, but if my math is correct, that would be about what? Let me see. $1,260, $1,270. You're spending over $1,200. That's not even including gas. $1,200 a month on a car, on a Kia Forte. Where do people do? Why? Why would you do that?
I'm about to make myself cry. Today I'm going to calculate how much money I've spent on DoorDash in 2024. If I have to guess, I'm going to say 3,000, but I could be like way off. Girl, you weren't even close. Let's just say that I ordered DoorDash like multiple times a week. Sometimes I even use it to like grocery shop. So this should be interesting, and we are starting strong on January 1st with some French toast. So let me get started on calculating this. All right, I'm finished. And boy, was I off. So the total I spent on DoorDash in 2024 was $6,630.92. That's $127 a week or $552 a month. That's so bad. Like, I'm literally in shock. And that doesn't account for the $100 I paid over the year for the Dash Pass. So yeah, I'm canceling my Dash Pass. If you don't believe me, here you go. And now I'm going to work on my 2025 savings goals and stuff like that. I also calculated how much debt I have, and that'll be a whole nother video.
Spending over $6,600 a year on DoorDash. Bro, if you got it, here's the thing. If you got it, if you are financially stable, all your stuff's paid, you got an emergency fund, you got investments, and you just got it like that, by all means, DoorDash until your heart stops. Hopefully it doesn't stop. I want you to live. But like, bro, people are doing this, and I know they're financing this. Like, it's crazy, but $6,600 on DoorDash, bro. And the bad part is, with these type of purchases, you wonder, like, how does it get that big, right? You're like, okay, hold on. No one is just swiping like that. It's the fact that it's like in little bite sizes, no pun intended because of the food, right? It's just little $50 here, $20 here, $30 here. Next thing you know, you look up at the end of the year, you spent $6,000 on DoorDash. Make it make sense. Check your statements, check your account balance, check your credit card balance. Check yourself. This is crazy. There's no reason why you should be spending that much money on DoorDash. Like, you can't just go there, just drive, just go to the restaurant. All right, we got to look at some of the comments on this one, guys. Hold on. I added up my Amazon purchases, and I am out of control. I mean, yeah, I know it must just be insane because people just click. They don't stop. It's like a sickening habit. They have to buy. It's crazy. DoorDash should do a rap like Spotify. Oh my goodness, that would be... If people could see like where all your money went, which restaurant you spent the most money at, which one you ordered from the most, your top five restaurants you spent money on. You spent $7,000 on DoorDash this year. Like, bro, if they did that though, they shouldn't do that. Because if they did that, I feel like it will wake people up to, oh my God, I am burning capital for no reason on DoorDash. And they're going to stop. So obviously they wouldn't do that, but that would be a funny concept. I think what makes this worse is also the fact that she literally thought she only spent about $3,000 on DoorDash, and she spent double that. Like, I could see if you off by $100, off by maybe $500. That's still crazy. You are off by 3 bands. If she's that off by $3,000 on something as small as DoorDash, imagine the bigger bills in life. You guys got to stay on top of your stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's so easy to let it slip away. But if you just let it slip away and you have this mentality about every single financial thing in your life, you're going to wake up one day and be so underwater that you are just beyond savable. You're beyond cooked. This is crazy. I think I saw a poll going around somewhere where the question was, what is one of your worst financial decisions? And we're going to go through some of those answers because I feel like this is going to be pretty helpful. Let's see. We got number 1 here. Okay, getting a bachelor's degree. Hey, we can talk about the degrees, man. I mean, maybe back in 1980, 1970, you got your degree, it was worth it. Nowadays, unless you're going for like STEM or something, it's really something that like a doctor, lawyer. It's just becoming more useless. It's supply and demand, basically. Like, if everybody's getting a degree is going to be useless. If only a small percentage of people have degrees, it's valuable. If everybody has it, it becomes useless. That's just how it is. But hey, it is what it is. We got I blew $6,000 on SurveyMonkey options. I don't trade options. I don't option trade anymore. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, hey, listen, it's a risky game. It's basically gambling if you don't know what you're doing. So be careful, bro. Dating, yeah, just dating. I mean, yeah, with dating, yeah. I mean, hey. Especially on the man side, don't get the best of all ladies out there. If y'all spend the bill 50-50, y'all got to put up a little bit too. The money that y'all have to put into makeup and all that stuff, I get it. But for all my boys out there, my men, listen, hey, dating is not for the weak pockets, bro. And do not finance dating. If you have to finance dating, like you're swiping your credit card of death and you have a balance you can't pay off in full just to date, just to take a girl on a date, just to pay for stuff, it's not worth it, bro. It's not. Like, wait until you're financially stable and then do it. Because I personally couldn't go on a date, bro, if I just know I'm financially stressed. I wouldn't be thinking about the date. I'd be thinking about, man, that 20% interest hitting. I don't know if I'm going to pay that minimum balance this month. I just couldn't focus on the date. I mean, do y'all? We're guys, so we're going to do what we got to do. But I don't know. We got BMWs. Oh, yeah. BMWs are brutal. Brutal. Helping friends financially. That was understandable, but still make sure you're good before you help somebody. And don't lend money to your friends. Listen. That's the one right there. Do not lend money to your friends. If you can't give it to them, don't lend it to them. It's not worth losing your friendship because somebody owes you $100. It's not even the money. It's the principle that you agreed to give me something back and you didn't. So if it's better to just say, you can have it, it's a gift, don't pay me back. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. All right, we got first time at a nightclub. Didn't know what do you want a table meant. That was a quick $1,200 gone. Jesus, oh my God. When I was in my 20s, spending all my spare cash on Camaros and stereo equipment when I should have bought real estate instead. Oh well, I had fun, huh? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you probably should have got that house, brother, or got some rental properties. But hey, we live and we learn. It's okay. We live and we learn. Started smoking in my 20s. I wanted to travel back in time and slap me in the face. For all the people out there that smoke, I know it's hard to quit, but please try to quit. It's just not worth it in the long run. It's just not. Just try to quit. Just please. But this next clip is gonna be from a YouTuber that you might have seen before. He's from back in the day. Like, I'm talking when I was a kid. I used to watch him. I haven't seen his face in so long, so you might know who this is. So let's check it out.
Let's see how I became broke. About a year ago, I was in pretty heavy water. I think I was about 50 grand, 40 or 50 grand in debt. How I got there was I partied too much and I got lazy and less focused and didn't upload as much. But that's the short answer. I didn't manage my money wisely. I made about $250,000 in 2018 and about $200,000 in 2019. I traveled a lot. I went to Russia, Japan, all the while paying $3,600 a month for this rent in LA, which that was the big mistake there. That was just a dumb flex. Weird flex. I just threw parties, and so I had like 10 grand coming in a month every month, and I just, for hardly doing anything, and YouTube kind of just spoiled me, and I don't know, I guess I thought it would last forever. But it started to go down and down and down, and I was partying more and more and more and whatever, and there you have it. Another big thing is taxes. I always like forget to save money for the taxes, and then it's like, boom, you owe 40 grand. It's like, oh. And so then I'll put it on a credit card or something, and then that'll start snowball rolling. Yeah, it's just being dumb. Like, I know it's my fault.
All right, so I had to go back into the trenches, the archives of my brain. I believe this is a guy named Andrew Hales, I believe. And he used to go out in public and just be a little awkward to people. It was kind of like prank channels, but I mean, it wasn't as crazy as, you know, the old YouTube prank channels used to be in their prime. So he basically blew up and was bringing in crazy views. And he said he was bringing in, what, 250 a year, bringing in 10K every month, stuff like that. Had crazy months, more than 10K. But the problem with that is, and this is such a good video for people to learn from, is when it comes to your finances, it's never an income problem. It can be. But if you don't fix your financial habits before you start making money, if you don't have a game plan in place before you start making crazy money, you're basically going to be cooked. Because it's not about how much you make. It's not. It's about how much you keep. That gap. There's how much you make, how much you spend. That gap is your freedom. As his money went up, lifestyle creep. His expenses went up. So, all right, cool. I'm making $250,000 now. I'm going to spend $250,000 a year. I'm going to party all the time, not thinking about long-term, thinking it's going to last forever. You can make that money last forever if you invest smartly. But the problem is he was making all of that money, but he had no plan of how to manage it. And he's just like, hey, I can spend 10K. 10K is coming right back. You can't live like that. You have to always make sure that you have that gap, because that gap is your only freedom. This is going to blow your mind. Say with me, right? Take two people. Somebody making 80K a year, but they're able to live off of 40 a year, is richer and wealthier than somebody that makes $1 million a year, but they spend 1.5 a year. They're negative every year. You see that gap. That is your freedom. And if you don't have a game plan, I'm telling you, it's much better to never get rich and have that stability than to get rich and come crashing all the way back down because you did not have a game plan. All right, so let's look at the comments. If he locked in, he would have been making 7 figs easy. Yeah. I mean, if he just really kept his foot on the gas, he would have.
Spend 5-6K on designer clothes. I'd spend 8-9K on a holiday. I'd spend 12-13K on cars, all in the name of looking like I was like gone. If I use that same money to invest aggressively into assets, properties, whatever the case may be, like it's night and day, you would use the money that you generate from that to pay for the nice things. And that's one thing that a lot of rich people, that's what they have. We use our income to spend money on these things. They use their passive income. So they use their income to invest in assets, and then they use the money that they make from those assets to pay for the nice things. But we have it inverted, and I don't know if I did a good job of explaining that, but that was one of my biggest things. I would look at rich people, yeah, the design of that.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest things that will honestly cripple you from ever becoming wealthy, ever becoming rich. It's your mindset. This is the problem. You're comparing yourself to somebody else that's rich, and say you both walk in the store, you're both buying a $2,000 Louis bag, which is still crazy. I mean, if you got it, you got it. But let's just say you're buying a $2,000 Louis bag. If you went to work and say you make, which is crazy, this is real, say you make $4,000 a month. You just spent half, and say you work 40 hours a week. You spent 80 hours of labor to get that bag. But if that other rich person that walks in, say they have real estate, they have property, say they have investments, say they have money in the S&P 500, say they're getting interest off of treasury bills, whatever, they're getting money from a business, whatever it is, right? They're paying for their luxuries with their passive income. And they're taking all their earned income and they're buying assets, or they're scaling up their assets or their portfolio so they can make more passive. You have fun with the passive income and you take the earned one and invest it. But the problem is poor people have it backwards. They spend all their earned income on things that won't make them any money. And they're trying to look rich. And that's the thing that blew my mind. I always tell my friends this all the time. Listen, think about it. Like, stay with me now. Think about all the energy people put in just to look rich. If you put half, I'm talking about the Instagram pictures, credit card vacations, photoshopping stuff, buying fake jewelry, fake Jordans, trying to put on the nicest fit. If people put half the energy into actually creating wealth, becoming rich, mastering a skill that can make them some money, learning how to be financially literate, they would actually have the money to live the lifestyle they want. But they put all that energy into faking it. And at the end of the day, you're still broke. It would be much better to look broke and be rich than to look rich and be broke. But people's mindsets are cooked. And the funny part is, if you look broke long enough while you stack up, you will get to the point where you can look rich. You just have to sacrifice in the beginning, but most people won't do it. All right, let's take a look at these comments. We got 9K on a holiday. Where are you going, Nate? I mean, true. Listen, some people can spend a little bit more, bread on a holiday than that, which is, hey, do you? If you got it, you got it. But that is still crazy. Like, bro, where are we going, bro? Then we got lifestyle inflation is the biggest setback to success. It really is. It really is. Like I always say, it's that gap. If you make $10,000 more a year, but you spend $10,000 more, your raise doesn't exist. Like you didn't do anything unless you're like investing or something, but lifestyle and inflation will cook you. It's called consumerism. Yeah. So now we got another clip, and I guess this is becoming more and more common because I'm seeing more and more examples of this, and this is just crazy. Let's just see.
Pokemon cards! You need to fix your car! You need to fix your car, and you're worried about Pokemon cards! No,
I know it seems like she's trolling. Like there's no way like this dude's gonna let his car just die for Pokemon cards, but it's crazy. I used to not know about this, so I did some more research in it. Pokemon resale market is crazy, and people are trying to treat them like investments and flipping them. If you do it right, sure, but like a lot of people are just funding a really bad habit. I'm talking like they have insane collections of Pokemon cards, but they're going into debt for it. They're neglecting their other financial stuff. It's like, listen, if you want to have your hobbies, bro, have your hobbies. You like video games, play video games. You like Pokemon cards, play Pokemon. You like, I don't know, you like buying some weird thing you found on eBay, do that, but do it correctly. Do it within a budget. Make sure your priorities are taken care of first. You got to have a list of priorities, bro. Once your priorities are good, then you can worry about fun, bro. You can't let your whole life come crumbling down from chasing these dopamine highs of this small little hobby you're doing. You got to be thinking long term. Dang, and I think I remember he was on a Dave Ramsey episode, and his wife threatened to basically divorce him because he went behind her back. And stay with me now. This man spent. But I want you to try to guess. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess how much he spent. He took out a loan for this too. How much money he went into debt for to go get more Pokemon cards. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. $25,000. You're cooked. You can't be saved. You spent a core on Pokemon cards. And you went to debt for it. You deserve to be divorced. You deserve to be single. You're cooked. All right, let's look at some of these comments. We got, you hit that Moonbreon in a PSA 10. He's definitely getting a used car. Yeah, it's like, listen, they're basically gambling, bro. Like with these Pokemon things, you're basically like hoping you get that rare car. They're buying these packs, right? And you're hoping you get this rare car that's worth $10,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. But it's just basically gambling. It's basically gambling. It's like, sure, you may hit, but like, bro, what are we doing? He needs to catch a new girlfriend. Facts. Gotta catch them all. Now, I don't know if he means that in the sense of like, he needs to catch a new girlfriend that will support his Pokemon habit, or he just needs to, I guess, catch a, I don't know, because that comment's sus. I don't know what side he's on. Trust me, my next pack will be a God pack. Yeah, facts. it's like the gambler at the casino that's addicted. He's like, hey man, listen, all losers, they're losing gamblers because they quit right before they won. The next roll's gonna hit, bro, I promise. The next bet's gonna hit, bro. The next parlay is gonna hit, bro. Listen, I'm just one parlay away from wiping away all my losses. It's like, okay, bro. All right, here we have one that's a quick clip. It says, I'm bored. Tell me the biggest thing you regret spending money on. I'm not talking about the $8 latte at the fancy coffee place. Like, give me the big thing you regret, or the popular thing you bought but dislike. And some of these comments just get crazy. We got the first one, a master's degree, $40K and haven't needed it. That's what I be saying, bro. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be like a hater of college, bro. But just as you start looking at it, bro, you're going into $40, $50, $80, $100,000 of debt for a piece of paper that doesn't even guarantee you a job, bro. It's crazy. There's people that will literally spend $50, $100K on a degree just to be making like $1 more than the job that they had in high school. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. It's wild. Next one says, red Aspinalls. I dropped easily $200 on them and I cannot get them to work. That's insane. I mean, listen, I'm not a girl, so I don't really understand like how that works, but $200 on nails? I guess you can kind of like argue that guys do that crazy stuff too. Like they'll spend $500 on a pair of shoes. It's crazy. But I mean, Jesus, that's wild, bro. A Thermomix, a Peloton, a coffee machine, gym set, the list goes on. You got my Ford Everest. My $2,400 monthly bill is ridiculous. Oh my God, you're paying $2,400 for a car. You're paying rent for a car. Again, if you got it, you got it, bro. But the amount of people that don't got it, bro, that be paying this much for a car is crazy, bro. Buying things for people who never appreciate it, yeah, that was kind of tough. That's why, honestly, bro, when you, instead of buying gifts for people, unless you gotta know. If you know for a fact this is what somebody wants, they asked you specifically before they showed you to make the model, whatever it is, right? Then get it for them. But you're so much safer. If you want to get a gift for somebody, understand ideally what they want, or just get them a Visa gift card. Get them a gift card, write them a nice note, nice letter, nice card. Get them the gift card so you at least know they're going to spend it on something they want. Because it's crazy to just blow up $500 on like a device and someone's like, I don't know. Sorry, but I don't even like Xbox. I'm a PlayStation guy. Next one we got, I accidentally spent $70 on an alarm clock subscription that made you do math problems to turn it off. What? See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, people just buying like random stuff, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, come, what are we doing? My Peloton bike, I hate that thing, and I got it during COVID, so I waited like 3 months for it and paid almost $3K for it. Oh my God, with all the accessories, and now it's useless. Let me look this up. Hold on. What even is a Peloton bike? I have to look this up, chat. Also, it's like a workout machine. Y'all paid $3 bands for this? That's crazy. Just go to the gym. Like, what? Just go to the gym. That's insane. Or get a real bike. Like, what are we doing, bro? Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Took my son for Easter bunny pics yesterday. Do you know they charged me $46 for a photo of my son crying? You paid it. You paid it. That's the thing. The charge part, you paid it though. Did you buy it? That's the thing. Because I can see them being like, you know, trying to get up on you. Hey, it'll be $50, $46 for this photo. You bought it. That's crazy. 35,000. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait a second, chat. Hold on. Wait a second. We gotta look. Is that a mistype 0? Oh no, that's 3 zeros. $35,000 on a Van Cleef bracelet. Could have bought a car. Okay, bro. I'm sorry. There's certain things that I'm like, all right, bro. I don't care how wealthy I get. This is crazy. I don't care if I just made $100K last month. I'm not spending 35 bands on a Van Cleef bracelet. You can't justify it. There's no amount of sales tactics. There's no amount of magical potion you could put in my drink to make me believe that $35,000 is worth it for a bracelet. We got my house, but I'll die here since I have 3.2% interest rate. Hey, you better be old. You better be 95, still thugging it out in that crib. 3.2? Oh yeah, you hold on to that for life. Not me, but my sister was prompted to tip after purchasing her wedding dress and she panicked and hit 20%. Okay, bro, I never understood that, bro. The tipping culture is crazy. Like that could be a whole other video that I might cover in the future, but tipping culture is crazy. Listen, if it's actually like a waiter or something, right? Someone actually serves you, right? You know, they actually like gave you a service. Sure, we can talk about tipping 10, 15, 20%, figure it out, right? But if I just bought something, I walked in a store, I bought an item, I bought some shoes, I bought some clothes, I bought a drink, and you just basically pressed the button and gave me the drink and asked me to tip, there's no way in hell I'm tipping. It's just not happening, bro. There's just no way. And I'm the one of those people that where it's like, listen, if I get bad service, if it's like horrendous service, I'm not tipping. I'm not. You cannot peer pressure me into tipping. It's not gonna happen. I'm not one of those people. Oh, well, I got horrible service, but I gotta. Here's that 15 though. Here's that 15%. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. If it's bad, you're just not gonna tip. It is what it is. Like, I bought 7 lemonades at Coachella this weekend, which is like $130. Jesus Christ. Now I get it. If you're at a concert, it's like, what are you gonna do? You can't bring anything in, and you know you got to get something to drink. But like $130 for 7 lemonades. See, that's why I love that I drink water. I love that water is my favorite beverage because A, it's the healthiest. And it's the cheapest. So hey, listen, if you want to save some money, start drinking some water. I'm telling you. Some of y'all watching right now, y'all haven't drunk water today. Some of y'all be going like 2 to 3 days without water. So y'all a little sus, I ain't gonna lie. Bought $300 of groceries, got into a bad wreck. Oof, sorry to hear that. Car was totaled and went to hospital via ambulance. All I could worry about was my food I just bought. What the? Yo, hey bro, are we serious, bro? You just had your car get totaled. You could have died, bro. You went to the hospital. And all you were worried about is the food that... Hey man, groceries are expensive now. Okay, that's just the truth. Groceries are expensive, so I get it, but it's like, come on, gang, you almost died. Like, you gonna be up in heaven, bro, and God's gonna be like, hey, welcome home, and you gonna be like, my food, God, is my food good? My food though, like, I know I died, but is my food good? I know my dog was in the back, he died too, but is my food good? Like, that's crazy, bro. Another Peloton, bro. What's up with these bikes, bro? Our first house, my master's degree. Peloton, useless. Our first house, fair enough. My master's degree,
Okay, it's time I tell you about my debt. Drum roll. The big number is $627,528.29. Terrible. So the majority of that are school loans. My own school loans come to $266,427.79. I went to school for 6.5 years, 2.5 were grad school to get my doctorate in physical therapy. And then my husband has $581,378.69 in school loans. He did 8 years of school, 4 undergrad, 4 graduate, 4 chiropractic. So if we total my private loan, my car payment, credit cards, braces, medical debt, the total for that, which is the ultimate goal to really start paying down now, is $91,681.89.
that is insane. They have over $1 million. I think they have over $1.1 million of combined schooling debt. Sure, they went to school for, I'm assuming, should be high-paying careers. That is insane, bro. Can you imagine getting out of school with $500,000 of debt, bro? That's insane. And I believe she said, like, her husband was a chiropractor or whatever, and I think they make on average, maybe like 130, 140, 150 a year, which is great. It's good income. It just blows my mind, bro, that people will go into that much debt. And that's the play. It makes sense. If you think the game is, okay, bet, we're going to go to school for a degree and we're going to get paid more. And the higher paying jobs, they cost higher in degrees. So then you get the correlation that, okay, the more expensive my degree or the more debt I go in for college, the more I'm going to get on a return on the back end. And it doesn't always work out like that. It just blows my mind because, like, there's so many other career paths. Don't get messed up. We need doctors. So at least they went to like a good career like that, whatever, or chiropractors and stuff like that, and physical therapy and stuff. But there's so many other ways. You'll be shocked. There's so many other ways to make a bag, like to really make that type of money and way more than that, and not have to go down that path. Unless that is your absolute passion. Like, you literally don't want to do anything else on the planet. That's just crazy, man. Shout out to the people that got the strength to, like, go to sleep at night with that type of debt and it not be like a mortgage. Like, that's not a mortgage. That's how much you went to school for. Hats off to you, soldier. That's insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a quick like, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.